Welcome back to the channel, folks. This week we're at the local Virginia show with a few tractors on display, as well as Wiedemann loaders and a few attachments. So for any of us that weren't at the show, we'll give you a run through the three tractors and the loader that was at it. We had a G135, an N135 and a T175, and these two tractors here are the same horsepower but different frames and aimed at probably two different people. The G135 is a ton lighter, slightly smaller loader than its bigger brother, the N135. You have 110 litre a minute hydraulic pump still. It'll still lift its own weight. Front and cab suspension, aircon. It has all the extras the N has. 600 tyres on the back and 480 tyres on the front. We come to the N135, 135 horsepower. We have 540 tyres on the front and 650s on the back. Aircon, front and cab suspension as well. The biggest difference is there's hydraulic suspension on a G135, and on the N and the T it's air front suspension. You have a bigger hydraulic pump, 115 litres a minute hydraulic pump, and you have split aisles in your N series. So your hydraulic aisle is separate to your transmission aisle. Different to your G, where it's all in one bath. Your hydraulic and your transmission is all together. 3-speed PTOs on both tractors, LED lights on both tractors, but just they're a different frame of tractor for different type of work. Then we come up to the 6-cylinder, 175 horsepower, the T range. Different calibre of tractor, contractor, big farmer, that's who it's suited for. We have 600 tyres on the front and 710 tyres on the rear. 50k, front and cab suspension. Yes, the both have air on the front, but there's one airbag on an N series and there's two airbags on the front of the T series. Front linkage and PTO, loader is optional. You have 115 litre a minute hydraulic pump, but instead of 3 spool valves that's in the N or the G, you have 4, as well as load sensing hydraulics. But it is an option that you can put a 4th spool valve and load sensing hydraulic on any of the N series range. Your 3rd spool, that's the max on your G, but you can put load sensing hydraulics on that as well. Both your G and then is 40k, this is 50k, as well as 50k as front brake, and also, as you see, you'll have the bigger hub, which is the big difference. LED lights all round, aircon, air seat, probably a fridge most likely in this tractor, power shuttle, power shift transmission. The drive of these tractors is all the same from your G right up to your T255 even, but the idea of that is you have a small Valtra, you can jump up into a big one to drive it. It's no different. Yeah, so there were the three tractors at Virginia show. The ploughing is coming up and we're going to have a bigger selection of tractors, and all going to plan we'll have in excess of 10-12 tractors on display, showing all the ranges and all the sizes and all the equipment that can be involved. We have in stock all colours, all specs, etc. Right from a G105, sorry, an A115 right up to a Q305, and there's more Qs due in the coming months. We have N series tractors with and without loaders. We have an N135, which is identical to that tractor down there, smaller wheels, no loader, and we have an N175 with 650 tyres, same colour and no loader, a lovely tractor as well for them guys that don't want a loader and don't want any linkage or PTO, they just want a tractor for doing a bit of pulling and general farm work. And also the N series range can be spec'd as high as you can. This one here is a direct, which is the CVT transmission. It has the high capacity lift pump, front linkage PTO, it is auto steer, it has the evolution seat, the list goes on. And with auto steer and all that, that comes standard free subscription, but you can add on to that and unlock your guidance systems, your section control, variable rate control in the future if you want. If you don't want it now, you can buy it next year. As we go up through the line here, you can see all the colours. All our tractors with front linkage, if specified, they will all come with front valves, mid-mount valves, so there's no extra pipes on the rear of the tractor, piping to the front, turning taps, etc. It all can be done internally in the cab with a touch of a button. Your loader is the same, so if your loader came with a tractor with front linkage, there's no get out turning a tap. It's up on your armrest on your right hand side, switch from front linkage to PTO. Then we come up to the bigger tractors. You can specify them with hydraulic top links, like this tractor up here, and a second front valve. So if this valve, there'll be two valves operated, your lift arm and one of these valves from your soft buttons right around here. So if you're on putting an implement on, you can lift your front linkage and operate your front hydraulic top link from down on the ground here for safety, so there's no getting up and down of the cab. As well as that, you have the same pad on the rear that you can work your low pressure valve or your lift arms from the back of your tractor, so safety again. So then the tractors with front linkage, and customers specify them with front loaders, you could probably put a 6S loader onto a tractor with no linkage or PTO, but to gain the clearance for your linkage, you have to jump to the 7S loader. It's a little bit bigger, but it doesn't look as ignorant on the tractor any more than a 6S loader. But as you can see here, the 7S is nice and tidy along your front linkage. It closes down with clearance. All you'd have to watch is you don't activate the front linkage from internally in the cab when it's in the down position, or you'll hear a bang, and that'll be the end of the front loader. That's the only thing I'd warn people of. But in the next week or two, we've been asked a few times by customers when installing tractor, how do you take off a front loader? For the guys that want to see how quick and easy we can take a front loader off these tractors, watch the channel in the coming weeks. We'll drop one off and we'll get timed, and we'll see how quick we can do it. Now, if a new tractor doesn't suit you, we'd have As New available in stock, as well as New, we have ex-hire tractors coming back in from colleges. But this one here is a T174. There's 1,073 or 74 hours on it. Front linkage, PTO, 50k. You have internally, you have your Smart Touch armrest. You have 3-speed PTO, load sensing hydraulics. So at the rear, 50k comes with air brakes. You have 5 spool valves, load sensing hydraulics, 3-speed PTO, the remote push-out hitch. The hitch is operated separately from your spool valves. You have your buttons all up here, usual standard of a 4 Series, and you have your award-winning Smart Touch armrest inside to adjust all your oil flows at the touch of a button. So if you want any more information on this 1,000-hour tractor or any of our fresh tractors, don't hesitate to give us a call on 049 8544 353. We have a T174 in, we have 2 N175s in with low hours, we have a G115, 2 of them, and a 125, and a T195 Verso as well, very low hours, 600-700. So give any of us a call on 049 8544 353 and check out our website www.clarkmachinery.ie for more details on any of these. And as well as that, if you want a bargain on the parts website, check out www.parts.clarkmachinery.ie. So just to finish up, Clark Machinery is a Valtra dealer here in the Republic of Ireland. We cover all areas with machinery and we deliver to your yard. As well as that, we have a YouTube channel, as you can see. We're after doing a Valtra series through the whole ranges. So if you want to see them, they're down on the channel. Go down and search for them. My name's Irwin. I'm a product support. I'll answer any questions you require, and if you want to see any more information, or if you want us to do anything with these tractors, i.e. take a loader off, show auto steer, etc. Will be willing to do all that for you. Also, there's a few clips on YouTube of auto steer already, but if you want more detail, don't hesitate to drop us a message and we'll be willing to help. So thanks for liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next week.